Yeah, probably scoreline-wise, yeah, disappointed with that. I'm not sure if it really reflects the game. It probably reflects some of the special individuals that Australia have, and they have got the ability to come up with a couple of special tries, and they did that at the end. That blew the scoreline out, but for 60 minutes of that game, it looked like it could have gone either way. I don't think it would have surprised anybody, and that's probably, in that respect, it's probably an advancement for us from what we've done in the past against Australia. So better, but not good enough. We didn't seem to recover from that injury and that period of time. We weren't sure who it was going to help the most, and we got the answer after that injury. But unfortunately, that's the way it goes. And Australia are a very, very good team and can punish you if you're not great in every area, and that showed tonight.
Tony, you thought that break was that crucial?
Oh yeah, I thought there was a few crucial things that have affected the scoreline. I thought there was a couple of decisions and bounces of the ball that that happens, and I'm not going to complain about that. We've talked as a group. We've got to be good enough to overcome or make those bounces of the ball or decisions go our way. That's what we've got to become. And when you're on top of the world, everything seems to bounce your way. We're not quite there yet, but that's where we want to be as a nation, and we're going to work and strive towards that. So really proud of the efforts put in by the players. I think they've been outstanding throughout this series. The effort that they put in, and they're building a belief that they can do it. And it's I think the Kiwis went through it not so long ago, where they found a belief that they could beat the Australians. It's not far off for us. We're not there yet, but it's not far off.
Was that one of the decisions that could have gone either way, do you think?
Yeah, well, there's I need to go and look at and review it and all those sort of things, but puzzling, a couple of puzzling decisions, but we're not using that as an excuse, or that's not what it's about. It's about being able to overcome any of those sort of decisions. There were some, a few decisions that were. And that's sport. That's the beauty of sport. There's going to be a decision go for you sometimes and go against you sometimes. You've got to be able to cop it.
How is Michael Sheraton?
Yeah, he's fine. He was pretty dazed, and as the medical staff do nowadays, they act on the side of caution when it comes to player welfare, and Michael's fine now. He's still a bit dazed, and probably won't have a great recollection of some of the play, but he's fine now. And that's the main thing.
Tony, do you feel in that delay while Shenton was treated that maybe that got to England a little bit more and it considered galvanised Australia?
I'm not sure. Last time we played each other, we came home strong and they faded. And we'd hoped that, when we spoke at half-time, that may be the case again, that we'd come home strong. And, and it was quite a large break, and I think maybe they got the benefits of it, because we were pretty keen to head home pretty strong. But because our players were feeling good, they actually physically felt, on top of their opponents for large periods of that game, and they felt they were going to come home strong. Now it certainly didn't happen that way. So but once again, you've got to be able to overcome whether there's a break or no break in play. But I think it probably had, gave the Australians some advantage. But
Tony, would you like to carry on as England coach?
I enjoy it, mate, and I'll sit down with the RFL and my family over the next little while and make those decisions in the next little while. And I'm proud to be part of it, and I'm proud to be associated with this group of people. They're an outstanding crew, and they're very disappointed at the moment, and and it is about them at the moment. It's not about me, and we'll deal with all that at the appropriate time.
A bit different if you'd gone 12 now, as you should have done, really.
Would have been nice, yeah, it would have been nice, but they're the things, the gambles that players and people take at the time, and they've got split seconds to think about things, and I'm not sure that it was going to be a walk-in try, but yeah, it was a big turnaround, put it that way, to then go up the other end of the field and concede. But, we'll look back and reflect on a whole lot of things from this match. But, the experience gained by our young people and is going to stand us in good stead. I thought some of the young people that were out there tonight were very, very dangerous and showed the qualities that, got them there, and they're only going to get better from it. I think they're going to improve and they're going to be more talented and more composed in certain situations in the future. But I thought they held their hands up tonight.
Tony, whether you're a part of the future or not, do you think that England should stick with this half-back partnership?
Well, they've got to earn their stripes again before the next, whenever the team's selected again. What we've got to have is a number of young halfbacks that are coming through that are putting pressure on each other. I'm not for, we've found the next pair of halfbacks for the next 10 years. I'd like to have about 5 or 6 halfbacks that are all fighting for those positions, and that's when we're going to start competing with the number one in the world. So don't put those tags on those kids. I think there's some other young people that need to be developed, and maybe they will be together for the next 10 years, but they certainly need to have pressure behind them from the next lot coming through, and that's what we're about, and that's how you build a dynasty, rather than just a one-off. We don't want the one-offs. We've got to build for their future as well. Yeah, I do. I feel we've made some. There were some players, some young people that played out there tonight that we would have loved at the World Cup. So, the World Cup, there's a lot of talk about it, and we weren't far off there. We weren't far off the Kiwis then. We weren't far off the Kiwis this time, and we got over them. It's just it can fine line sort of stuff when you get to this sort of level. But it's good to have some of those young boys that in the squad have made a difference. They've made a difference to the chemistry within the, and they've got a belief in themselves. And until the final whistle's over, they think they're a chance. So that's a good thing.